What is shaking? Don't worry about it. Just my laundry machine is just making the shells in the background shake. So now I need to decide between clean clothes and filming. That's not even a question. I live in pajama pants. I'm gonna go turn that up. I'll be right back. Hello everyone! I'm here today to share with you guys a new full face testing out a whole bunch of new products, and these are all like really hyped up products that I have seen all over Instagram, all over YouTube, and I need to test them out for myself to see what the fuss is all about. We got drugstore, we got high end, I even have like a little face mask type thing that we're gonna test out. My skin is feeling so dry right now because I have no cream on. It's like, ah! And I think we even have some stuff here that hasn't even launched yet, so I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a big old thumbs up, and don't forget to click on the little subscribe button so you don't miss out on new videos every Thursday and Sunday, and click on the little notification bell and select all. That way you don't miss out on new videos and they show up in your subscription feed. I mean, that is technically the whole point of subscribing, but YouTube needs a two-step process for that. So click on that bell, ding it, ring it, click, I don't know, so you don't miss out on new videos. And without further ado, let's get into this. The first thing we're gonna be testing out is actually a mask, and this came in from Glam Glow. This is their Insta Mud 60-second pore refining treatment. So it's supposed to be something that you put on in the morning time to get ready and to prep your skin for a full face of makeup. So I was like, well, I'm obviously gonna test that. It says here that it is a foaming treatment mask that helps refine pores, even skin tone in only 1 minute, leaving a flawless canvas that is prepped and ready for the next step. Next step being makeup, in my case. Let's pull back my hair here. I just realized that my headband matches my shirt. I feel like I need to like clip back my hair too. My curls are gonna get right into the bubbles, I know it. Oh, it is bright purple, look at that. Oh, this is just made for Instagram. Let's just like call that even, right? It feels very nice. It feels very cooling. I like the scent. It's very light. It's not too overpowering. Oh, I feel the bubbles. Can you hear it though? It sounds like Rice Krispies. I feel like this is like a very refreshing thing to do in the morning if you have an extra minute of time. Like, I hope I actually see some like pore tightening benefits, because I'm gonna use this like, how many times can I use this? Oh, 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm gonna use it 3 times a week. Oh, it's starting to feel like a little bit like tickly, like I want to like scratch my face. It feels like I have an itch. I don't know, is that weird? Do people normally feel that with bubbling masks? I'm gonna go wash my face, put on my cream, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and yes, I have eye masks on, and they were like sitting right there, and I was like, well, I already did a mask, I might as well do another one. These are by Wander Beauty. I've used these ones before. They're their baggage claim gold eye ones, and I love them. They're really, really nice for depuffing and getting rid of any dark circles, which I had a lot of this morning. But outside of that, in terms of my skin, like I honestly noticed a significant reduction in the size of my pores right in this general area. Like you can see my skin looks nice and hydrated. It feels nice and glowy. Yes, I have creams on top, but just even outside of that, I really like the treatment. We'll use again. And also, in case anyone is curious on what creams I have in my face, I just grabbed them because sometimes I get questions. One is by Neutrogena. This is their Hydro Boost Multivitamin Booster. Really like this. And then the other one is the It Cosmetics Secret Sauce Moisturizer. Again, really like it. My skin feels like nice and firm after, so love that. Oh no, my clip is stuck. Ah. So I think we're all ready to go on to the next step. And while my moisturizer is sinking in and while the eye masks work, I'm going to do my brows because I don't have any new brow products to test out. Okay, next up we're gonna go on to the eyes, and I actually wasn't expecting to use this product today. But it just arrived on my doorstep. And it is the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice eyeshadow palette, and I have a couple of other pieces as well from them. An eyeshadow primer, some brushes, and also a liquid liner. So I figured, well, you know what, we're here, we might as well just use it today. So inside we have a variety of really beautiful shades. We have a lot of neutrals, some more peachy tones, and then we have like this blue. Oh, that's pretty. But I don't know, I figured I'd play with some of the shimmers, some of the mattes, and just see how they wear, how long they wear, how they blend out, and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna start with their Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer, and this is in Invisipink. I think it's only one shade, but they did name it. It is very, very lightweight. It doesn't feel sticky at all. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna experiment a little bit on one eye, and then I'll be back and we'll do the whole thing again on the other eye, and I'll talk about my experiences and what I liked, what I didn't like, all that stuff. Wow, this is not at all the look that I had intended, but here we are. By the way, I noticed just sort of in using this palette that it was very much broken up into sort of like diamond quadrants almost, based on the types of looks that you can create. So like we've gotten the nice warm kind of cranberry gold tones here, and then more pink and purple like peachy tones, and then the cool blues and grays. So you can kind of pick the colors that are gonna go together within each of those sections. I mean, maybe, I don't really know, but I'm guessing. And I'm using actually their Fenty Beauty brush. This is their 210 blending, which is very, very like super soft. I'm sort of starting low and then building building it up towards the tail of the brow and then sweeping it in from there. The colors are very, very blendable, easy to work with. Like, I'm really enjoying them, and the process of blending has been super smooth so far. I would say for me personally, I wish there was a color that was like slightly lighter than this one. Just like for me and my skin tone, that was something I was sort of noticing that I was missing. But like other than that, I've been enjoying the mattes. Then I took this purple color and the dark brown, kind of mixed them together, tapped off any excess, and then put that right along the lash line and then sort of into the outer V. Then I took a little bit of this brown sort of warm gold shimmer shade and put that just along the blended area between the part that I haven't put shadow on and the shadowed part. Does that make sense? I'm gonna take a lighter shade that's not in this palette. This is actually, these are ColourPop shadows, so I'm just taking this shade right here just to kind of blend out that color a bit. Now onto these shimmery colors. Now I went in first with this one, which is more of like a gold, but like a greeny gold, and it didn't really blend as well as I had hoped with the peachy tone, just in terms of like undertones. So I started like basically just blending all of these colors together, and you can see it on the lid. It's there, but it's not as like impactful as I was expecting. I feel like this would look a lot more like pow on the eyes, either if you put a white on underneath and then put this on top, or if you had a darker skin tone, this would really pop and look beautiful. But for me, it's almost too close to my skin tone, and it's like a little bit sparkly, but not as shimmery as I was expecting. I have not tried this one though. I did swatch it, but it's very, very like a frosty white pink iridescent, which doesn't really go with my eye look today, but I will try that one. There we go. Pressing a little bit more of that greeny gold shimmer. That one's a lot more pigmented than these two, so I'm just kind of patting that, like pressing it on top onto my lid. Now moving on to eyeliner. This is the Fenty Highliner? Wait, hold on. It is the Flyliner, my bad. It says here it has a super flex tip, hyper saturated color, fade proof, water resistant, and super long wearing. So far it's very black and it's wet without being watery. The liner is still going strong on the second eye. Even after having done the one eye, it's still going and it doesn't feel like it's drying down, which is really nice. Like, I'm still working on making my eyeliner even, guys, and it still hasn't dried down. Like, this is really nice. Next up is a new mascara. This is from Revlon. It is their Volumizing Mascara. Apparently 100% volumized. I still don't know how they come up with these numbers, but what can you do? So this is the one right here. It is nice and fluffy and big, and it looks like it's gonna give nice volume. So we'll try it out. Honestly, I'm not seeing that much so far. Like, it's definitely really soft, and it's not giving me any clumps, which is good, but I'm not seeing like a ton of volume either. That right there is 3 coats, everyone. This is like volume I can actually get behind. I personally like very clumpy, over the top, super dramatic lashes, so like now it's getting more like that. I wish there was a little bit more in terms of like lengthening aspects to it. It's like, I don't know what this is. But in terms of the actual formula, it's super easy to apply. It doesn't go on really clumpy. If that's something that you really like, then I think you'll really like this mascara. Now moving on to the face, I'm using a primer I've been using a lot of recently, which is the Clarins Sos Primer. This is the Blurs Imperfections one, and only because I know how it works with a bunch of different foundations. I'm gonna be trying a new foundation today. And the one I'm going to be using is by ColourPop. It's their new foundation, and I have a bunch of shades here, so I need to color match myself. So it says here it is a full coverage, natural matte finish, oil-free, lightweight formula that has soft blurring elements to it to give your skin like that kind of filtered effect. Color I have right now is shade 35, but I think 45 is too yellow. What about mixing them together? Well, that's not bad. I'm just gonna dot this all over my skin. All over my skin. It feels like I have something on there, like serum-y, but more on the oily side. It says it's oil-free. I don't know, that's weird. Like, it just feels like I have something on my skin right now. It is a very lightweight formula, but it feels oily. I don't know, maybe it's gonna dry down and be super matte and be totally fine all day, but like just something I'm noticing from like a first impression standpoint. Now I'm just using the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer from Too Faced. I did a side-by-side comparison of this against Tarte Shape Tape in a video, I think last Sunday or the Sunday before, so you can go check that out if you're interested. Blending 2 shades, one is Snow and one is Nude. Now on to a new setting powder, which is technically like a baking powder, and this is from Huda Beauty. This is their new Easy Bake Loose Powder, just got this in the mail like yesterday, and the names are so freaking cute, like Easy Bake, like the Easy Bake Oven. Did anyone else grow up with that? Gotta love brownies that take 4 hours to make. But I've been reading all the names of the shades and now I'm starving. Pound cake, banana bread, coffee cake, sugar cookie, yes please. So here we have all the different undertones that it comes with, as well as a bake and blend brush. So I will be using the brush, and this is what the powder looks like. It is sitting on top of like a little mesh net, so it's not going to get powder everywhere, which I really appreciate. When I travel around, sometimes with those powders, I'll just open them and I was like, pfft. Now I'm just gonna make sure I have no creases under my eyes, because if you bake with creases, you're baking the creases in. And I'm going to use the stiffer end of the brush, kind of tap it into the product. Pack a generous amount, it says, underneath the eyes. Oh my gosh, it smells like something from my childhood. What is that? I have no idea what it is, but it smells like my childhood. That is weird. Okay, I don't know how I feel about packing it on with a brush because I feel like I'm getting like powder in my contact lenses. So I'm just gonna use my little velour puff instead. Oh yeah. This, by the way, in case anyone is wondering, is the shade Pound Cake. Just gonna dust any excess like onto the rest of my face. Okay, now it's set a little bit, so now I'm just going to dust the rest away with the fluffier side of this brush. I actually do quite like this side. It's thin enough that I can get like right under the eyes, and it seems to be flicking everything away very, very nicely. In terms of how it feels really, really nice, so super smooth, but I think it did darken up the concealer I had underneath, which may also be the concealer's fault. I might put a little bit of the light one on top. I don't know, can you double bake? Is this just gonna ruin everything? We're gonna experiment, we're gonna see what happens. All right, let's dust this away now. Darn it, didn't seem to fix the darkening of the concealer under there. So, word of warning, I think I'm gonna use just this one next time and not the Pound Cake, and see if that makes a difference. Okay, now that I'm bronzed, finished up the eye look, I'm going on to highlight. This is a new one from Pixi. This just came in the mail like yesterday, and it is the Glowy Gossamer Duo highlighter. And it says here it is going to give a lit from within luminosity, nice and creamy skin-like texture, and look natural in every light. All right, I'm into that. By the way, I have, in the process of doing this video, I have chipped like 5 of my nails, and I literally just painted them last night. So these are the colors right here. They are very metallic looking, like even in pan. Oh my gosh. Hold on, didn't you say this is supposed to be natural looking? No, this is not, but I am into it. Oh my gosh, do you guys see that? When you first dip your brush into it and you just swipe a little bit on, it is pretty subtle, but you can definitely build it up. We'll see what it looks like in natural light and see if it's as like metallic and frosty as it is in person, or if it's glittery, which I really hope not. I am fairly pale, and a lot of highlights, like it takes a lot of work to get a highlight to show up on my skin, because I am the color of highlight. So like the fact that this is showing up and as metallic as it is, like I love that wet metallic kind of a finish. Like that's awesome. Now I feel very summery. Excuse me while I go and bathe in this. Now onto the lip, and I have a couple of different lip products I want to test out today, so we're just gonna like dabble in a whole bunch of things. So the gloss I want to try out is the Bite Beauty French Press Lip Gloss. I talked about this in my Insta story, and I polled you guys if you wanted me to test it out in a video, and almost every single one of you did. This is in the shade Flat White. It's like a nice soft creamy color. It's gonna give like a barely there kind of a tint, like a creamy gray beige, super glossy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna go anywhere, but it feels nice and hydrating. I have another one too, hang on. Ha, found you. This shade right here is Vanilla Latte, which is a slightly darker shade. This one has more of like a brownie undertone, which at first I wasn't sure if I liked, but now that it's on, I kind of like it. It has a little bit of a scent to it, I wanna say. Like a slight coffee scent, like very, very, very slight. And now I want to go on to the Infallible liquid lipstick. This is by L'Oreal. If you guys didn't know this already, I really liked the Infallible Pro Matte liquid lipstick. I tried on one of the original shades and it stayed on literally all day. Like even on the inside part, you know how that part always comes off in a liquid lipstick? Like that part even stayed on. And these ones I think are limited edition and they smell like chocolate. So let's see if that's the case. I have never, and I say this and I mean it, I have never smelled any sort of makeup product that I love more than this. I'm gonna get it all over my nose. Like I just wanna like put it in my nose, which is disgusting, but like still. It honestly smells like really, really good cocoa powder, but in a very light, very rich kind of a way, not in that sappy, like sugary sweet way. Scent, Check. This one right here is in the shade Sweet Tooth. I think this one's gonna be too brown nude for me. Try that again. This one is in the shade Candyman. The color is pretty, not with this eye look, but like I would like this more for fall. Let's try another one. This is Dose of Cocoa. It's a little too gray. Maybe I should swatch them on my hand before my lips go raw. Okay, that one right there is Box O Chocolate, which is again more of like a fall color for me. Bittersweet, that's too gray brown for me. Oh no. This one is 70% Yum. Oh, that is a pretty shade. Again, something I would more wear in the fall than right now. I think out of everything, my favorite is Dose of Cocoa. That and 100% Yum. It's just this doesn't really go with the look that I was intending. I will try this again another time with a different look. Okay, the other ones I have are also by L'Oreal. These are their duo ones that don't have a name printed on them. And they basically have a liquid lipstick on one end and a balm on the other one to keep your lips hydrated. Sorry everyone, my battery died. So I applied this one, which is Rose Tattoo, and then I put the other one on top and I can't, oh, here it is. I put Permanent Blush on top, and I like the color combination, and then my battery died, and now it feels very sticky. So I looked it up online to make sure that I was using it right. It's called the Infallible 2-Step. It is their longest lasting, no transfer liquid lipstick with intense color and comfort. Okay, the stickiness does seem to be dissipating, but it does feel like something is dried down on my lips. So let's put this balm on top. Doesn't seem to move the color at all. It feels nice and comfortable now. We'll see how long wearing it is. We'll see if it's transfer proof. I will update you guys at the end of the day. We'll see what everything is looking like. But yeah, that's my makeup look for today. What do you guys think? Do we like it? So we'll see how they wear. We'll see how long lasting they are. We'll zoom in at the end of the day and we'll see where my thoughts are at with everything. So I will be back in a little bit. All right, guys, I'm back. And yeah, no, we have to talk about some things. First of all, the foundation, it has worn off around my nose. Anywhere where I would tend to get oily, it is completely worn off. It's a little bit patchy up here as well, so that's really unfortunate. And it seems to have like really sunk into smile lines, which never happens with my foundations to like this extent. Like it almost went like darker. And then my under eyes are looking really dark, which we already talked about that. And so because of that, it looks kind of creasy, which is not helping things. So I'm gonna try just using the lighter powder and see if that makes any sort of a difference. I'll let you guys know, but I'm not liking the way that it's looking right now. And the lip product was good for part of the day in that it didn't feel like anything. It just felt very smooth and hydrating. Didn't feel like I had a lot of color on, which was really nice. But you can see now, end of day, like it's settled into lines and it's kind of creasing weird and it's just not looking really good. And it's a little bit on the tacky side. I'm gonna try it again with like a darker color and see if I keep applying that balm throughout the day, if that makes a difference. But this one, like, I wasn't a big fan of, unfortunately. The mascara has held up surprisingly well. Like, it has not flaked. It has not gone all like raccoon eyes on me, which has been awesome because it's like super hot out right now. And the eyeshadow is still looking good. The eyeliner is also looking really good. I'm actually probably the most excited about the liner. The liner looks amazing. I also really liked the Instamud, the Glam Glow mask. It was just kind of like face and lips kind of weren't my best today. If you guys have tried any of these products, let me know in the comments. And since you're here at the end of the video, go and check out the videos over on the side over here. I did a huge deep dive and deep declutter, like aggressive, of my foundations collection. We went through drugstore, high end. I talked about my favorites, my least favorites, the ones I was getting rid of, what I was keeping, and like I was really good. I am impressed with myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you check it out, leave me a comment there and let me know that you came from this video. I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome weekend, and I'll see you guys all on Thursday. Love you all. Mwah.